Hello again, everyone. This is Marcus. I review stuff. Today I'm reviewing the song Uprising by Muse. Recently, I had one of you reach out to me and say, hey, you should listen to some Muse. And I realized, as big of a band as Muse is, and I know Muse, I've heard a few of their songs, but as big of a band as they are, I really haven't listened to much of their music. And so when the person suggested, hey, listen to some Muse, I'm like, okay, I should definitely do that. And so here's one I haven't heard before, Uprising, and it's kind of a shame because this song's like a decade old. But, better late than never, I guess. So I'm getting to it today. As always, if you would like to request a song from me, you can always just leave it in the comments. I've seen some of you have left some comments during this week that I haven't really been making any videos, so I will definitely get to those as soon as possible. Thank you for your patience. I'm sorry that I kind of took a week off. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. It's like I needed the break. But anyway, here we go. This is Muse, Uprising. With lyrics, by the way. Before we get too much into it, let me just say I really like that instrumental part. I'm not sure what they're using to make that sound. Maybe a synthesizer, maybe a piano, maybe it's guitar. I honestly don't know. Keyboard probably, honestly. But I like it. I'm kind of digging it. It has sort of alien feel to it. But let's keep it going. So far. Sounds like he's saying hey, but here it says oi. Whatever. Oops, sorry. Yeah, that was good. I enjoyed that a lot. It reminds me, and I don't know, it might be off the same album, but it reminds me of the song Knights of Sidonia by Muse. Just because the way he sings it and the way that they back him up with the vocals, it sounded a lot like some parts from that other song. But I like it because I like Knights of Sidonia a lot. So I kind of like that it's consistent with that style. And just before I really break down and analyze it, I just want to say, when I heard their newest album, I listened to most of their newest album, like the song Pressure. I was like, wow, this is really like, this is more like cyberpunk. This is more like, I guess, progressive than maybe what I've heard from Muse before. But now I can see that, and I think what I've read is that some people think that they went too progressive or like too cyberpunk, I guess. But I really see where that influence comes from. I think they've always kind of been in that style, and I think for their newest album, they just kind of pushed it a little bit further. But I can definitely see the progressive roots there. So let's break it down, as we always do here. Let's look at the lyrics. Verse 1, paranoia is in bloom. The PR transmissions will resume. They'll try to push drugs that keep us all dumbed down and hope that we will never see the truth around. So come on. So yeah, first of all, the title Uprising, super fitting for this video, or for this song, I should say. And so I think here that the drug is less, I mean, yes, I think drugs here are drugs, but I think truly the drug here is like the media message, as it says, the PR transmissions. So like, PR stands for public relations, and so PR transmissions will resume. They'll push the drugs that keep us all dumbed down. They'll push the media that keeps us all dumbed down, the entertainment that kind of dumbs down what we know. So then to go into the next part, another promise, another seed, another package lie to keep us trapped in greed. And so I think it's, again, still on that media, but I think media tied with politics. Another promise, politicians are often making promises that they cannot keep, which, I think we've all kind of gotten used to. And I'm not trying to make like a super partisan political statement. I think honestly both sides of the ticket make promises that they can't keep. Another package lie to keep us wrapped in greed. We know that it's interesting, first of all, that this song came out like 10 years ago or whatever, because I think these are still issues that we're seeing today, 10 years later, and in fact we're seeing them, I guess, even more so, and we're reacting to them even more so, like the 1%, the ultra wealthy, that kind of thing, and so we really see, and people are really kind of speaking out against greed and how that really helps make a lot of decisions, and all the green belts wrapped around our minds, and endless red tape to keep the truth confined. That's neat. Red tape is kind of like bureaucracy, having to cut through red tape, cut through the bureaucracy. So the bureaucracy of it all keeps the truth confined. Having to follow, I guess, this procedure is what he's speaking out against here. So come on, in the chorus, they will not force us. They will stop degrading us. They will not control us. We will be victorious. So this is the part where really you get the title Uprising. It's like, look at all this crap that sucks. Let's rise against it. They're not going to force us. Come on, they're going to stop degrading us. They're not going to control us. Interchanging mind control. Come, let the revolution take its toll. If you could flick the switch and open your third eye, you'd see that we should never be afraid to die. If I remember, the third eye is like your, I guess, like your consciousness, like your ability to see beyond, I guess, what is simply perceived by you, I guess, if that makes any sense. But saying like, hey, if we open up our consciousness, if we're conscious to these things, then you'll see that we're never going to be defeated. So again, fitting with that uprising idea. So pre-chorus 2, rise up and take the power back. It's time that the fat cats had a heart attack. I like that. So the fat cats obviously being like the rich people, and so it's saying like it's time they had a heart attack. Typically, when you have a heart attack, it's because you consume too much. You have an unhealthy lifestyle, and so or you're just old. But I guess he's saying like it's time that these ultra wealthy kind of meet their comeuppance. That their time's coming to an end. We have to unify and watch our flag ascend. So come on. They will not force us. They will stop degrading us. They will not control us. We will be victorious. hey, 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 etc. They will not force us. They will stop degrading us. They will not control us. We will be victorious. So come on. Yeah, I liked it a lot. I thought it worked really well. I like that they called it Uprising without actually necessarily even saying the word Uprising during the song, but you really get that vibe from it. And I do find it super interesting that this song came out 10 years ago, and more than ever, we're seeing these same issues with, how wealth is distributed, and talking about, people who making a living wage, talking about the ultra wealthy, the 1%, how most of the world's resources are so confined to these few billionaires. I think it's become more of a hot button issue than ever before. And Muse was talking about it, a decade ago. I can tell you, a decade ago, these issues weren't even on my mind. I was just some young, dumb college kid. And so, super poignant even today. So I think that also helps it hold up. Lyrically, 2 thumbs up. I think it really works here. I like what they're saying. I like the message, I like the way it's written. I think lyrically, it's a good song. Instrumentally, I stopped the video at the very beginning just to tell you that I really like that opening sound. And again, that's where I see their progressive roots come from. So you see, I guess it's a keyboard, maybe a synth that they use kind of throughout, but then the guitar parts also keep the song chugging along. And it had like a nice, almost like a stadium rock, like rhythm and vibe to it, and so it was kind of like, it's reminiscent of a song like "We Will Rock You," where it kind of gets you moving and gets you up, and with the energy of, I guess, like the crowd. And I think that's perfect with what the song is trying to say. It's it's a song about uprising, so kind of giving you like a chugging, like peppy beat to kind of keep you moving. I think was the right choice instrumentally there. Vocally, I think his voice is really good. From all the Muse songs I've heard, I think his singing has always been astounding. So that's, to me, never been an issue. I wish I knew the lead singer's name, but fortunately I don't. But really enjoy his singing style. And I mentioned that the vocal style in this song reminded me a lot of Knights of Sidonia, and I really enjoy that song as well. So lyrically and vocally, I give it instrumentally and vocally, I give it 2 thumbs up. Definitely liked that aspect of it. So really, for me, when I talk about listenability, the ability to access this song, I feel like this song is more poignant than ever. And again, it came out a decade ago. And so for listenability, I think it's super high. It has those progressive elements to it. You really see. And it's interesting, as someone who's listened to new Muse, to kind of go back and listen to older Muse and see where they started and see how their sound progressed. Listenability, I think there's a very low bar for entry. I think a lot of people can enjoy this song, especially for the message. So listenability, I give it 2 thumbs up. Overall, you can tell I really, really enjoyed this song. I thought it was a very solid one. Definitely going on my playlist. I can't believe, for someone who likes rock as much as I do, I can't believe that it took me this long to listen to more Muse songs. So I'm definitely gonna go check out some more. I might even record some more Muse on this channel, because I really enjoyed that one. So thank you for whoever recommended it. I didn't write down your name or anything, but thank you for the person who recommended it. Definitely gonna check out some more Muse in the future. As always, if you want to request something, just leave a comment or hit me up on Twitter. My Twitter will be in the description. If you like the music, please support the artist. Go listen to their music on their pages and channels, and stream Spotify, Apple, whatever you use, right? And if you want to support me, all the normal YouTube stuff that you do. If I'm not lazy today, I'll put some end screens here, somewhere. That way you can click and see more videos from me. All right, guys. Thanks again for the watch. I'll see you later. Bye.